disabled. I started going to school with him to learn the material and teach it to him in a way he understands. And the first big project, Victor was the cinematography for my nephew's short film. And that changed everything for me. And I just, from that experience, I started following him, and anything he ever needed from me, whether it was talk or location, or if he wanted me to be in his short film. After what he did for my nephew, there's nothing that he can ask without wanting to say yes. So I appreciate the project, and I appreciate everybody who have helped me and my nephew through our journey. And thank you everybody for having us.
Hello. I'm Francisco Navarro. I'm one of the camera operators on this film. Shout out the crew. It's a small crew, man. We're doing big things. I met Vic in our film school, so we're in film school at College of Southern Nevada. We put in a lot of work. Vic was my first friend at the College of Southern Nevada, and I mean, since then we've just making a bunch of crazy stuff. I mean, he's one of the most reliable guys that I know when it comes to film. I called him one time at 3 in the morning, did a film, turned it in the next day. So it's like stuff like that where Vic's just one of those guys that you can really rely on. You know that he can put his 100% effort in. So, but no, this film was really cool. It really means a lot to me because I mean it just pushes a really heavy message. You know, sticking to what you know versus breaking the mold. You know, and it's huge because I feel like within different communities I feel like it's easy to fall into that, and I like this one just because it's a really good message, and it's really nice to get brought even just in student film. I mean, this is something that you'd see on HBO or Netflix or something. It's really sick. So I just love the film. I love Victor, and I love all y'all, and I appreciate you guys having us.
My name is W.D.A, and I'm the cinematographer for this film. And Victor hit me up on Instagram. Like, we went to school together, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But he hit me up on Instagram and told me, "Hey, I want you to shoot my film." And I was like, "Okay, sure, send me a script." And the script was really good, and I really liked it. And I didn't know like the meaning behind it all until like the second day, and he told me what he said earlier. He like described the 90-10 message, and 2 days in, I was like, "What? Why didn't you tell me that the first day, dude? Like that works. This is awesome." And it was just an amazing experience. It was an amazing crew, and it was like a whole journey between all of us, I think. And there's a few days that were really hard for all of us, and we worked like 12-hour days, I think, or something, and went to parks and went to houses and like 12-mile drives, whatever, just going everywhere around town. And I think we really hit the mark. And what I really appreciate about this film is that there's a message, and I work on a lot of films, and sometimes there's not a lot going on behind it, and I think this film has something going on, and I think it's super important, and I think we have a really good crew, and without all of you guys, I don't think it would have turned out anything like this. So. I really do appreciate everyone on this stage, and I think something amazing was made. So, thanks so much.
Good evening. My name is Edison. I was a crew member on this film and an extra, did lights and all that stuff. I also met Victor through the CSM film program. I'm also a film student myself, and I first saw Victor in one of the first classes that he took in the program, and I saw one of his films that he did, and After I saw that, I had to tell Victor that I was very impressed by it. I wanted to see what you do next, and what you do next, I want to be a part of it. So he hit me up to do this film, and I said, yeah. I did whatever I could to help out on this film, whatever he asked of me. And after he screened the film for that class, he was telling everyone what 90-10 meant. And I think it's really beautiful that the film doesn't tell you what 90-10 means. It shows you, and you've got to put together a piece of yourself. Yeah, I can't wait to see what you do next week. Thank you so much for having me.
Hello, my name is Sam Alvarez. For this film, I was the makeup artist and then also assistant sound recording. And like everyone else, I also met Victor at CSN. Like Francisco said, he's one of the most reliable people that I know. He's always there for others. He was one of the biggest help on my senior project at CSN. So obviously when he asks, yes, I'll be there. I'll help you however I can. And yeah, he's just super creative, super reliable guy. He puts the effort in 100%. And we're all really proud of you, Victor, and excited to see it at the Emmys too.
So, my name is Roland Wainwright. I did Swiss Army knife basically for this film, you know what I'm saying, as usual. I met my boy Victor, like everybody else here at CSN, you feel me? He actually filmed the first film that I wrote, so I always appreciate this man for that. Bringing your boy Vision Life. So we here to do it for each other. We just gonna keep doing it. And, you know, I appreciate all of you guys out here too, you know, for your attention and things like that. So, you know, one love.
Going on, folks. Well, I didn't meet Victor at CSN. I wasn't as tired. I was the one that meet him at CSN, but where I did meet him at is one of the places that we shot the movie at. And I was very grateful that his dad, Vic Townsend, you know what I'm saying, found it gracious that he would introduce his son to me and say, Dino, you know what I'm saying, I'm trusting to put my son in your hands and you're going to do the right things with it. And from there, I knew that was a great responsibility. So even before Victor opened up his mouth, just his dad let me know how he feels about his son, and him actually handing his son to me and saying, you know what, treat him like I would. You know what I'm saying? So that was it from the jump. Now the first conversation that we had, Vic had a camera, and the folks thought that he was around here to take pictures. And the first thing I said, I know this man and bring his son around here to talk to me or be around me just to take pictures. So I asked him, I said, what do you want to do? And without hesitation, he said, I'm going to be he didn't say, I want to be. He said, I'm going to be a filmmaker. Yeah, he said, I'm going to be a filmmaker. I said, not only are you going to be a filmmaker, I said, you're going to be the next Ryan Coogler. This was his Fruitvale station. This was his Fruitvale station. And you know what Ryan Coogler is doing to this day. Alright? Now the thing about it is, yeah, his dad brought him over for me to mentor him, but in the meantime, learning who this young spirit was, he also became my mentor. I learned a lot from this young man. And I said, man, you know, say, whatever we want to do, we're going to do. We're not going to think about it. We're going to do it. So he came to me and said, Dino, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make the film. I said, word. Guess what? What? You need to be in it. I said, well, what you want me to do? You know, I'm always I'm a pop guy. Photo opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Content, I ain't lying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we built this brand. I said, what you want me to do? He said, I want you to be you, Dino. Oh, good. But the good thing about it is he gave me a script. And he said, Dino, this is what I want you to say. I looked over the script and said, Young King, I can't say nothing to this. He said, well, what you gonna do? I said, I'm a freestyler. Yes, so that whole thing that you seen, that was ad-lib. And you know why? Because I wasn't talking to Reese. Those conversations, those were me and Victor conversations. Yes, so it was easy, it wasn't acting. All I did was I looked over and I pictured I was talking to Vic. And that's why the love came out the way it came out, because that wasn't just acting words, that was love. Yes, sir. You understand? So Versio, it's your time, baby. Also, folks, this ain't the end. He's also been entered into the LA Film Fest, but only able to take 100 films across the globe. Not just the United States, only 100 films across the globe. And this film, and folks, this is what we started the Black Agenda, let Las Vegas know this is what's been in Las Vegas. And if Las Vegas didn't understand how to celebrate it, Dr. Lance and I, Garcia and Dustin show how to celebrate Las Vegas. And this is one of you guys. This is Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So from here on out, man, any questions, I'm going to hand the mic back off to Versio. And any questions from you guys, I'm pretty sure we can stay up here as long as you want to talk questions.
I ain't know it's black people in Las Vegas. Yes, sir. So just up there with the Church of God in Christ and the Black Agenda.